What's up guys, welcome to the ultimate guide to the Binding of Isaac Path to Dead God. This video is mainly a guide on what I deem as the best way to progress through the achievements in Repentance, but I will also give brief breakdowns on the many mechanics in the game. The way this guide is set up is by what boss or bosses you currently have to beat to continue your progression. To do this, I have broken this video up into 7 levels that are detailed and timestamped in the description. If you want to progress through the game as naturally as possible and avoid excessive spoilers, do not watch past the section of the current boss you have to beat. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. We're going to start with level 1. As someone in level 1, you are either new to the Binding of Isaac or starting a fresh save file. Currently, you only have 6 floors available to you, which means your final boss is Mom. Mom is a repulsive giant foot who will stomp out all your dreams and aspirations, so be prepared. Right now, you should be focusing on learning the basics of the game. Until you reach level 2 or level 3, you should be playing normal mode. Hard mode is only important for getting completion marks later in the game, which really aren't important to you right now. I'll explain completion marks later. And before I get into how to progress through your achievements in the best way possible, I'm going to talk about some of the basics in the game. The first thing I'm going to cover is your settings. There are a bunch of settings that can help you play better and understand more about the game. So let's hop into the setting menu and turn on some of these helpful settings. First, you want to make sure Active Cam is on. Active Cam makes the camera slightly shift in the direction you're shooting to allow for better visibility. Next, you want to enable Extra HUD and Found HUD. Extra HUD displays what items you've picked up in the run. Having Extra HUD on will help you remember what items you have, which will help you make decisions on how to play your game. Found HUD displays your exact stats on the left side of the screen. This is especially useful when learning what each item does. Finally, you are going to enable Charge Bar and turn bullet visibility to high. The Charge Bar is especially important because it lets you know when any charge shots are ready to fire. High bullet visibility gives a subtle white glow to enemy bullets, which can help a lot when the game gets chaotic. Now that you have true gamer settings, it is time to understand how to be better at the game by learning the basics. First, I'm going to start with stats. If you take a look at the left side of your screen, you'll see a bunch of icons that have numbers next to them. Let's take a look at each of these. First, we have the boot. This is your movement speed. Movement speed dictates how fast your character moves around the room. Your movement speed is hard capped at 2.0. Next, we have the arrow and the sword. The arrows display your tear rate. The tear rate is how many tears you shoot per second. Tear rate is soft capped at 5.0, but there are a few ways to get a tear rate above this. The sword shows how much damage each tear does. These are your 2 most important stats in the game. Now we have the speedy tear and the clover. The speedy tear is your shot speed, which is how fast your tears move. Make sure you don't get this confused with your tear rate. The clover is your luck stat. Luck affects the drops you get upon completing a room. Higher luck does not mean better drops though. It simply means that if you are playing on the same seed as someone else, you'll have different drops if you have different luck stats. Luck also affects items that give luck-based tear effects. The higher your luck stat, the more often you will shoot the tear effect. Finally, we have the Satan Head and the Cross, which brings me to the next topic, which is Devil Deals and Angel Rooms. Devil Deals and Angel Rooms are special rooms that can appear at the end of a boss fight. For newer players, it may seem that these rooms randomly appear, but they actually have specific conditions to spawn. The Satan Head shows you your Devil Deal chance, and the Cross shows you your Angel chance. The first floor you can get a deal on by normal methods is floor 2. On floor 2, you have a 100% chance of getting a Devil Deal. However, this chance can go down if you take any red heart damage. If you take soul heart or black heart damage, then you keep the 100% chance. This is how both Devil Deal and Angel Room chances always work. Any red heart damage will always decrease your chance of getting one of these special rooms. If you successfully beat floor 2 without taking any damage, a Devil Deal will spawn. In this room, there can be anywhere from 0 to 3 items that you can buy with your health. By taking an item, you are permanently removing health and ensuring you will not see an Angel Deal for the rest of the run. This is where you get the choice of whether or not you will see Angel Rooms in the future. The only way to get Angel Rooms is by not taking any Devil Deals. However, it is not as simple as not taking a Devil item. If you go into the Devil Deal and don't take an item, then you have a 50-50 chance on whether you get an Angel Room or a Devil Deal on the following floors. If you skip the Devil Deal altogether, you are guaranteed an Angel Room. The next floor, you get a Special Room. After the guaranteed deal, the odds go back to a 50-50 chance of getting either one of the Special Rooms. Now let's talk about how these chances work. Once you get a special room at the end of a boss fight, the next floor will have a 33% chance of spawning one of these special rooms. If you don't get one of these special rooms during your 33% chance, the next floor will have a 66% chance of spawning. Similarly, if you don't get the 66% chance, the next floor will have a 100% chance of getting a special room. This is the most basic way of understanding the chance. If you have 50-50 odds of getting a Devil Deal or an Angel Room, then the percentages I said above are split equally between the two rooms. There are many exceptions that affect these chances. Some of these exceptions are blowing up angel statues, killing the angel, and getting a key piece, which will give you a higher chance of getting an angel room for the rest of the run, blowing up shopkeepers, which gives a better chance of getting either special room for the floor, donating to the donation machine, which gives a higher chance of getting an angel room for the floor, and finally using sacrifice rooms. I'm giving sacrifice rooms their very own category because they actually do more than just increasing your chance for a special room. Sacrifice rooms are a special room that has a single spike in the middle of the floor. Stepping on this spike will take away a full heart and give you something in return. The room gives specific payouts depending on how many times you sacrifice. These are the payouts. The first and second sacks have a 50% chance to give you 1 penny. The third sack has a 67.5% chance of getting the You Feel Better effect, which increases your chance to get an angel deal over a devil deal for the floor. The fourth sack has a 50% chance to give you a chest. The fifth sack has a 33% chance to give you 3 pennies and a 67% chance to give you the You Feel Blessed effect. The sixth sack has a 33% chance to teleport you to the Devil Deal or Angel Room and a 67% chance to get you a chest. The seventh sack has a 33% chance to spawn an Angel Room item and a 67% chance to spawn a Soul Heart. The eighth sack always spawns 6 Troll Bombs. The ninth sack always spawns Uriel. The 10th sack has a 50-50 chance of spawning 7 Soul Hearts or 30 coins. The 11th sack always spawns Gabriel, and anything beyond the 11th sack has a 50-50 chance of doing nothing or teleporting you to Dark Room. Sacrifice rooms are a risky way to get more items on your run, but I would only recommend using them if you have a lot of health. The last thing I want to talk about before I move on to achievement progression is secret rooms. Secret rooms are special rooms that can be found by bombing certain walls. There are 2 types of secret rooms accessible by the use of bombs. The first is the secret room. These secret rooms border at least 2 other rooms. All rooms that are connected to the regular secret room must meet these conditions to spawn a secret room. The first condition is the middle part of the wall needs to be accessible and unobstructed by rocks or fires. The second condition is the secret room cannot border the boss room. Then we have super secret rooms. Super secret rooms are secret rooms that can only border a single room. Secret rooms and super secret rooms can contain items or consumables that can be extremely useful for your run. Now that I've explained some of the core concepts of the game, let's talk about how to get Dead God. Dead God is simply getting every achievement in the game. I'll break these achievements down into 6 categories: item unlocks, character unlocks, completion marks, challenges, daily runs, and win conditions. Item unlocks, character unlocks, and completion marks are exactly what they sound like. If you want a more in-depth look at completion marks, go check out my video on them, linked in the description below. Challenges are set runs that have special starting items or altered mechanics to provide a challenge to the player. By beating a challenge, you get some new unlock. I'll list specific challenges and what they unlock throughout the video. Daily runs are regular Isaac runs that have a set seed and starting character that can be attempted once and reset every 24 hours. You can see what character is used in the daily run in the top right corner of the daily run menu. There are 3 achievements that use daily runs. There's Broken Modem, which requires you to beat 7 daily runs, Marathon, which requires you to get a 5 win streak on daily runs, and Dedication, which requires you to participate in 31 daily runs. For all 3 of these achievements, you do not need to do the runs multiple days in a row. For the win streak, you can opt to not play on days that use a hard character. For the other 2 achievements, you can do them at any time. And an important note for the 31 daily challenges, you can simply start these runs and quit out for them to count as participation. Finally, win conditions is what I'm calling any remaining achievements that require you to beat a run with certain conditions, such as beating the lamb in under 20 minutes, touch an item or object a certain number of times, or avoid taking damage on certain floors. Now that I've explained each type of achievement, the rest of this video will explain what I deem as the best order to complete these achievements. So let's get back to level 1. Your current final boss is Mom, who is found on the end of the 6th floor. While you're doing these runs to try to beat Mom, there are 6 characters that you can unlock. Magdalene can be unlocked by having 7 red heart containers at once. Cain can be unlocked by holding 55 coins at once. Eve can be unlocked by not picking up any hearts for 2 floors in a row. Samson can be unlocked by not taking any damage for 2 floors in a row. Laz is unlocked by having 4 soul hearts at one time, and finally, Azazel is unlocked by taking 3 Devil Deal items in one run. It is not super important to unlock all 6 of these characters at this time, but you should keep their unlock conditions in mind. You can unlock these characters at any time. In addition to character unlocks, there are 2 challenges that are extremely useful that you want to complete before moving to level 2. These challenges are number 2 and number 17, which unlock Yera and Death's Touch. Yera is a rune that when consumed doubles all consumables and chests in the current room. Death's Touch is a top tier item that can spawn in Devil Deals and item rooms. Death's Touch grants a great damage up and gives you penetrative tears. This means that tears can go through multiple enemies, which I consider the best tear effect in the game. An important note about challenges is that you unlock different challenges as you progress through the game, and they can be completed at any time. However, I would only complete the ones I tell you for now to increase your odds of finding extremely useful consumables and items. After getting most if not all the characters unlocked and challenges completed, you have most likely gotten a win against Mom. However, if you are still struggling to beat Mom, here are a couple tips for the fight. First, listen for a yell that alerts you of an incoming stomp. Second, stay away from the doors to avoid getting hit by the Mom's hands. Third, have as much health as you possibly can. And fourth, try to get good items. There are very helpful resources that you can use to know what specific items do. I recommend using the item list provided by the Platinum God website. There's also a mod called the External Description mod that can be used, but avoid using mods until you've beaten Mom. Prior to beating Mom, mods turn off achievements. Now that you've beaten Mom, you are now ready for level 2. Level 2 takes some time as you need to beat the new final boss, Mom's Heart, 11 times. There are some very important achievements you want to get done during these 11 wins. The primary achievement you want to get done during this time is 5 nights at Mom's. This achievement requires you to win 5 runs in a row with 5 different characters. Doing this achievement now will be the easiest time to get it because you can play on normal and every run ends at Mom's Heart. Other achievements you want to go for are character unlocks and challenges. The characters you can unlock during this time are Eden, who is unlocked by beating Mom's Heart once, Bethany, who is unlocked by beating Mom's Heart as Laz on hard mode without dying, and Blue Baby, who is unlocked by beating Mom's Heart 10 times. The challenges you want to make sure you do are number 6 after beating Mom's Heart 3 times, number 9 after beating Mom's Heart 9 times, and number 37 after unlocking Bethany. These challenges will unlock Perthrow, Chaos Card, and Sigil. If you are still struggling to beat Mom's Heart, here are some tips to win the fight. First, stay to the left or the right side of the room to give you the most space to dodge tears. Second, kill enemies that spawn as quickly as possible. And third, have as much health as you possibly can. Level 3 is where the game starts to get harder. Now that you've beat Mom's Heart 11 times, you will now get the option to go to Cathedral or Sheol every time you beat It Lives. It Lives is the boss that replaces Mom's Heart after defeating it 11 times. The good news is that It Lives is easier than Mom's Heart. Cathedral and Sheol are the floors that house Isaac and Satan as the new bosses. Your purpose now is to beat Isaac and Satan 5 times each. What it does is unlock the Polaroid and the Negative, which are your keys to beating the boss of level 4. While you are completing these 10 runs to unlock the Polaroid and the Negative, there are a few useful things you can do. The first is unlocking Judas by defeating Satan, and the second is unlocking Mom's Knife by defeating Satan with Isaac. A note for while you're on level 3 is that there are 2 special completion marks that you can do at this time that are not necessary, which are Boss Rush and Hush. Boss Rush is a room that's unlocked by beating Mom within 20 minutes and has 4 items that you can choose from, and if you choose one of these items, you have to fight 15 waves of 2 bosses. Upon completing these 15 waves, you do get another item. Then we have Hush, which is unlocked by beating Mom's Heart within 30 minutes of the run. I only recommend doing either of these if you feel very confident and want a little bit more fun for your run, but I will tell you later when you should be doing these 2 rooms. Level 4 means that you've unlocked both the Negative and the Polaroid, which allows you to now go to the final floors, Chest and Dark Room. Chest and Dark Room each have their own final boss. Chest has Blue Baby, who is an easier version of the Isaac boss, and Dark Room has the Lamb. Upon defeating Blue Baby, you can end the run by entering the chest like normal, but after beating the Lamb, you are given an option to do a victory lap. A victory lap starts your run over, but you keep most of the items you had in the last run. The game randomly removes some of these items. There are 3 achievements related to victory laps, which are beating 1, 2, and 3 victory laps in a row. This is fairly easy to do, but victory lap number 3 starts you off as the Lost. If you're going for victory laps, you want to make sure that you grab items like Holy Mantle and Dead Cat to ensure you do not easily lose your run as Lost. Both floors also have a locked door in the starting room. Behind this door lies Mega Satan. There are multiple ways to unlock this door. The first normal method is getting 2 pieces during your run by blowing up angel statues in angel rooms and getting their key pieces. The second method is using items. Dad's Key is an active item that when used can open this door. Cracked Orb is a passive item that when you take damage can open this door. And third, you have Mr. Me, which is an active item that when used, the ghost can open the door. And the final method is using the Get Out of Jail Free card, which is unlocked by completing challenge number 22. Mega Satan is the final boss of Afterbirth, but he's far from the final boss of Repentance. The final boss of Afterbirth Plus is Delirium. He is seen as one, if not the hardest boss to beat due to his ability to teleport around the room and telefrag the player to death. The only way to get to Delirium is to find a void portal at the end of a boss fight. There are 6 different bosses that the void portal can spawn after. There's a 5% chance after Mom, a 10% chance after Mom's Heart / It Lives, a 15% chance after Isaac or Satan, a 20% chance after Blue Baby or the Lamb, a 50% chance after Mega Satan, and a 100% chance after you defeat Hush. I briefly mentioned Hush in level 3, but now is the time to start going for Hush completion marks, because as stated just a second ago, Hush guarantees a Delirium portal. If you have a really good run and are able to beat Hush with a good amount of health left, then you can go to the Void to try to beat Delirium. This is the only guaranteed way for the Void portal to spawn, but it does cause you to have significantly less items than if you were to go through the portal at the end of the Mega Stand fight. Now that you're in level 4, there are many achievements you can now get, starting with 3 new characters. The first is Forgotten, the second is Apollyon, and the third is Lost. Apollyon is unlocked by defeating Mega Satan, but the other 2 are much more complicated. If you want to learn how to unlock those characters, go watch my other video, linked in the description below. In addition to characters, there are also some very good item unlocks. First is D6, which is unlocked by taking Blue Baby to Cathedral, and second is Blank Card by taking Eden to Chest. At this point, you should have 14 characters unlocked. Now you're going to unlock the last 2 Afterbirth Plus characters and unlock the Holy Mantle as the Lost starting item to make them easier to play. To do this, you're going to have to play Greed Mode. I've made a separate video about how to get these unlocks done in my How to Unlock Every Character video. But what you are going to do is beat normal Greed Mode as every character once. Your goal is to keep as much money as possible by the end of the run. You're playing on normal Greed Mode because it is easier and it drops substantially more money. And the reason we only beat it once as each character is due to jam chance. Basically, the more you donate as a specific character, the more likely that character will jam the greed donation machine at the end of the run. If you want to know more about jam chance, I explain it in detail in the How to Unlock Every Character video. During your greed runs, you will unlock Lilith by beating greed with Azazel, unlock Holy Mantle by donating 879 coins, and unlock Keeper by donating 1000 coins. If you have beat greed mode once with each character and still need to donate more money to unlock Keeper, then you should play as whatever character you have donated the least with until Keeper is unlocked. Level 5 is where you meet Mother. She is the new final boss found in the corpse floor. In order to get to the corpse floors, you have to go through the alternate path, which is unlocked by beating Hush 3 times. In my How to Unlock Tainted Characters video, I go over the specifics on how to do this as well as the other important steps you'll need for level 6. To get to Mother, you must get 2 knife pieces, one found in Downpour or Dross 2, and the other found in Mines or Ash Pit 2. You are going to take this knife through the Mausoleum and Gehenna floors to the Mom fight on the 2nd floor. After beating Mom, there will be a door that has the utero texture. Shoot this door with the knife. Once you enter the room, you will fight Mom's Heart. After beating Mom's Heart, you can leave the room, and now you'll see a trap door in the Mom fight room. Now all you have to do is fight your way through the corpse floors and beat Mother. I have an in-depth guide on my channel on how to beat Mother in the description below. After your first time beating Mother, you will now unlock Jacob and Esau. This means you now have all 17 characters in Repentance. But what if I told you there are actually 17 more characters that you have to unlock? This takes us to level 6. After beating Mother, you will unlock yet another path to yet another final boss. This is the final boss of the Binding of Isaac. During level 6, you are required to go to Beast with each character and unlock their tainted variant in the closet outside of Mom's room. A detailed explanation on how to do this is in the How to Unlock Tainted Characters video in the description below. Now that you've unlocked all 34 characters in the Binding of Isaac Repentance, you are now on the final stretch. This is the grind to the end. During this time, you have 4 things you have to do, which is get all completion marks, finish all the challenges, get any win conditions done that you have not done yet, and get the daily run achievements. I recommend doing all completion marks before doing the rest of the challenges because some of the challenges honestly have pretty bad item unlocks or consumable unlocks. As for win condition unlocks, here are a few that you should keep in mind. D4 is unlocked by blowing up 30 slot machines. Small Rock is unlocked by blowing up 100 tinted rocks. Scissors is unlocked by dying 100 times. Super Bandage is unlocked by picking up 4 bandage girls in one run. Flatstone is unlocked by picking up rubber cement 5 times. And Blanket is unlocked by sleeping in 10 beds. You'll probably have most of these items unlocked by this point, but I'm mentioning them just so you know what the conditions are. Well, guys, that wraps up the ultimate guide to the Binding of Isaac Path to Dead God. This video took a lot of time and effort for me to make, so if you guys did enjoy, it would be awesome if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out my channel a lot, and if you guys don't like the video, I legally have to eat your families. So, like the video. It's easy. It's one click, and it helps promote my videos and makes my channel do better, which in turn doesn't make you do better or anything, I guess, but it helps everybody. I hope this video helped you guys out a lot. It was really fun to make. It took a long time. A lot of pain went into this. My computer crashed a few times trying to edit this, so not the easiest thing to do. I'm gonna end the video here because I don't need to be rambling on any longer. So as always, guys, it's been Priets. Peace out.